We want to welcome you all to this service this morning, St. Peter's in Bakassi. This is Reverend Gilbert Odhiambo. I'm sharing from the church, and we want to thank God for the time that we will share together. In a short while, let us look at the scriptures, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 28 to 31. He says, "Have you not known? Have you not heard? The everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, neither faints nor is he weary. His understanding is unsearchable. He gives power to the weak, and to those who have no might, he increases strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up with wings like eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." It's good for us to understand at this time that when all these things are happening, that it's important for us to know that God is not man. Though sometimes we tend to think of God as a man, described or thought we think of him as having a human form or a human attributes. Therefore, because of this, we think that because he is controlling the universe, he must certainly be tired to talk to us, too tired to talk to us. But here, God says, I don't have limited time or energy or even understanding. We also sometimes also think of God that he is not able to hear us because we are too small. But our God is not is assuring us that he hears our prayers, and that even though others may go weary, those who wait on him. And what does the word wait mean? The word wait means that we are told not to wait for God, but to wait upon God. It is like a waiter in a restaurant. We are to take an active part in pleasing him. We are to honor him with worship in the morning. We are to talk to him in the evening, and we are to spend time in his presence so that he may direct us, those who wait upon the Lord. At this time that we are in, when there is a lot of orders around and there's a lot of things passing left and right in the media, it is important for us to understand the devil's agenda. The devil's agenda is because he is the enemy of our faith. His agenda is to create fear and tear down or crush our faith, so that after all is said and done, we will not have any faith remaining. Don't give in to this. He is using the ear gate, your ears are gates, to inflict your heart with unverified information. And some of that information is coming from high places. Watch out. Listen to what the Lord is saying. Spend time in the presence of the Lord. There seems to be an open war against the church, where the church is classified together with bars and places where people get drunk, social places. The church is more than a social gathering. It is a place where people connect with their God, and it's a place where people are uplifted and are encouraged. Don't take this lightly. This season is not to be taken lightly. You must rise. You must rise. If you don't take it seriously, a time is coming that it will be a sin to share your faith. It will be a sin to show that you are a believer. And it will be a sin to express your faith. Watch out, because the Lord is up. The message that I'm sharing with you today is to watch out and take courage. Do not fear. And then the word that I felt the Lord telling me this morning is that the Lord is on his throne and he is laughing. This brings me to Psalms chapter 2. Maybe if I would read from chapter 2, verse 1 to verse 5. The Lord is saying that why do the nations rage and the people plot vain things? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. They are saying, let us break their bonds in pieces and cast away their cords from us. But the word tells us in verse 4 that he who sits in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord is laughing. The Lord shall hold them in derision, and when he shall speak to them in his wrath and distress, then in his deep displeasure, he will destroy them. And it is important for us to remember this, that our God is a twister. Whatever is meant to destroy you, he uses it to bless you. He twists what the devil has meant to destroy you and uses it for you to be blessed. Because the devil is a failure and he will always fail in every plan he has, because the Lord is superior than him. And so it is important for you to realize that because what the enemy meant to use to destroy us and our faith, God will turn it to raise us up. I believe the Lord wants to promote us. There is a lot of blessings in store. A storm never comes before a blessing. It never comes without a blessing packaged in it. So keep your faith intact, keep your faith strong. So as a believer, this is what I'd like to encourage you. Don't grow weak. But as many believers who are now spending time in prayer and in seeking God, they are growing bolder, they are gaining more strength, and they are coming out to exercise their faith. It is time for you to come out. It's time for separation. Those who are fearful versus those who are not fearful. Stand and declare whose side you are. While the fearful are fleeing to hide, the bold are standing their ground and they're saying, I belong to the Lord. I want to bring to your attention something that the Lord is saying.